because it usually, oh, is it going already? I guess we're live.
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
Good. How do you know so much, Denise?
Well, because it kind of gives me prompts and tells me. So this is Murray. This is Murray Smith, and he's a good friend of mine. And he just wrote this book called A Lesson for Jiggs. And this gentleman right here is Jonathon Wilson, and he's the illustrator in A Lesson for Jiggs. So today we are here. Oh, and I did not all the paintings, but I did the colorizing of Jonathon's wonderful illustrations. And today we have stacks of books here where we are going to be doing there they are. Let me zoom in. That's a great page. I love that page.
Mm-hmm.
Today we're going to be doing a book signing, and these are all available for purchase. And if you'd like to go to Murray's Facebook page, or Facebook, this is his Facebook. This is that picture of him there. That's how you recognize him, because there are a couple of Murrays on Facebook, as opposed to me, Doris, where there's very few of us. Anyway, I'm going to set this up on the tripod, and bear with me.
One of the pictures, Jonathan, that I like that you drew is this, when the kids start looking at it and see the little Volkswagen that's blowing up in the air and the bicycle. What else is in here? This guy hanging on to the flagpole.
All right.
I think they get a good kick out of that.
Okay, so now I'm here. I'm not going to be able to see anybody's questions or answer anybody because I have the phone turned around backwards. So I'll answer everybody's questions and everything when we're all done. But I want to ask Murray.
Ma'am?
He's so cute. I want to ask Murray how he came up with the idea of writing this book, A Lesson for Jiggs.
Well, we were playing golf. I was playing golf with my son in Pacific Grove. There's a little golf course down there called Pebble Beach. No, not Pebble Beach. It's Pacific Grove Public Golf Course. And it goes around the lighthouse. Lighthouse is known as Point Pinos Lighthouse. And my son said that there was a cat that lived there that was very famous. The cat's name was Jiggs. And all of the docents at the lighthouse tell stories about Jiggs. So he said, I always wanted to write a story about that because it seemed so interesting. A live cat, and yet he's passed, so you could make him anything you wanted to. So I challenged him to a story writing contest. So I wrote a story, and by the time I got it done, I asked him where his was, and he'd flaked out on me. He didn't want to write one. So I worked on it and thought maybe we could put it into book form. I thought it was worthy of a book form, or at least I thought it was. So when I returned to Maui, I looked for an illustrator, and I find that they're not really that easy to find. So I went over to college, Maui County College, the University of Hawaii at Maui, and asked the instructor over there, Mr. Takamoto, if he had anyone in his class that would that could illustrate in a comedic style the cat and the rest of the characters. And he said no, but he knew one that had graduated and also finished his classes at the University of Hawaii in Hilo, which would be a full 4-year course in art, and he gave me Jonathan's name. And so I contacted Jonathan, and I guess it took us about 2 weeks to get together. And Jonathan brought along some of his works that he had done, and it was just exactly what I had in mind. Simple, something that kids could relate to, very comedic and simple, but yet expressive. The expressions on faces of the different pictures of the cats and other critters in there. Just went along with the story very well, and I thought he just did a marvelous job. So it ended up that we did go and put the book into press, and I hope that someday, I hope that you folks think enough of it so you'll buy a copy and enjoy it, read it to your children. We have several pictures of children that are intently looking at the book while it's being read to them, and I think they enjoy it.
Yeah, which brings me to a point. Murray's got a special going on right now on his Facebook. So if you go to his Facebook and check it out, make sure you check it out, Murray Smith, and he is having anybody who has a picture of them reading to their child the book, this book, A Lesson for Jiggs, and he will give them the next book, which is coming out really soon, which is called Jiggs the Beginning, and that's going to be really fun. It's very colorful, a lot of fun. It's about Jiggs when he was a kitten and the trouble that he got into. Definitely worth having both books. So and it's a great opportunity to get a free one if you send in your pictures to Murray. So make sure.
Post them on Facebook.
Yeah.
And send me a copy and let me know where I can send a copy of the other book too.
Yep. Tag Murray in your photos, and he'll put you on the list to get a free book. So I'm gonna run over and check and see if anybody's asked any questions or said aloha or hi or anything. So while these two start signing.
Also, Doris, my website is lessonforjiggs.com. So if anyone wants to go on there, they can always locate me that way and contact me. So we'll go ahead and start signing.
Yeah.
And we have 50 of these that are going to be signed by all of the artists. I call myself an artist.
Then you should. Yes.
Doris and Jonathon and myself. So there's only 50 copies. So if anyone would like to get one that's signed by all three of us, by all means get in touch with myself or Doris, and we'll save you one. So 1 out of 50, and they're all numbered.
Murray hand numbered these.
Yeah.
This group of these are the special 50.
And they're going to be very valuable someday.
That's right. That's right. This young man is going to be famous one day. He's got a great career in front of him.
I'll be at Disney.
Yeah, that's what we're going to promote
right
hello,
here. Disney. Are you listening?
You should show him a close-up of his signature.
Oh yeah, I'll take it over there. This is a great opportunity too to collaborate with varying different types of artists.
So Jiggs was born about 1927, I believe, and he belonged to the Henderson family, who were lighthouse keepers. At the time, he moved to 3 different lighthouses, and he's interred in the lighthouse in Point Pinos in Pacific Grove. If you ever get down that way, it's worthwhile to see it. He's got a crypt and a headstone, and the tour through the lighthouse is very interesting as well. It's been there since 1850. It's the oldest lighthouse west of the Mississippi, operating in the country.
I think that's great that the lighthouse actually preserved Jiggs' memory.
I know it. Yeah, it's very unusual that they would do that. But it's there, and it's a calling card for the people to come and see. You know, a lot of them have heard of Jiggs, and they go to see the lighthouse. They want to see it. So remember, 50 copies only. Oh, that's nice.
Somebody forgot to turn off their phone.
That's good. We took off our masks today so that people could recognize everyone.
There you go. Yep. These books smell great too, guys. These are brand new. It's got, you know, like puppy breath. You know,
New
that
car
new
smell.
new car smell. These are a new book smell.
I have a funny story to tell you.
Yeah.
When I was very small, you must be like me. I smelled everything, food, and my grandmother nicknamed me Sniffy because I wouldn't touch anything until I mean the food, you know, I had to smell it all first.
That's pretty cool. I've always been real sensitive to smells, to scents and stuff. That I'm not able to go into perfume stores or soap stores because they're too overwhelming.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're very sensitive.
Very
to smell.
sensitive. Yeah. But I love smells. I can smell. I can distinguish different smells all at the same time.
Really?
It's really kind of cool.
Well, I'm always smelling something that no one else can smell, Louise. I spend more time with you to see if you can smell it. I can smell French fries 3 miles away.
Oh, well, see, I think maybe that is kind
Or
of
popcorn, or
yeah, I'm behind here. So, Jonathan, you grew up on Maui from the age of
Yeah, I came here when I was 10.
10.
I grew up on California, actually.
Oh, okay. What part of California?
LA.
Oh, city boy.
Yes.
City boy to island home. That's a big change.
what part of LA?
I think it was Inglewood.
Englewood.
Yeah.
My first job out of college was in LA. And that was a long time ago, but it was even, I think the smog was worse then than it is today. Haven't they got it kind of straightened away now?
Pretty much, except for with the fires going on right now.
Yeah.
That's not helping things.
We lived in North Hollywood. Did you ever go out there?
I think I did. I went back to LA in 2015, and it wasn't really smoggy at all.
No.
It was mostly just cloudy, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did a great job in cleaning up the air. So we need more stories, so we're not boring our, is that my, buddy?
Yeah, I think so.
I was hoping he'd stay away. We've been trying to catch him for 3 days.
There's a story right there.
And there you go. I have a big rat running around.
We need jigs.
There you go, yeah. Jiggs and all of his brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
There's a rat in the book, too.
Oh, that's right, there
For
is.
one page, but it's there.
That's right, he is. Let me find him.
He's on the last page, actually.
The last page?
Close
Oh.
to the last page.
Jonathan knows his book, boy. All right. Oh.
What is it? Oh, you didn't figure out which.
There's a little rat. Is he a rat or is he a mouse?
I think it's probably a rat.
Yeah, he kind of is a rat. It's got a long tail.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one.
It's pretty
I
cute.
can't find the second one, though.
And then that one.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that was good.
That's the fog. The fog was rolling in,
Oh.
so I had to make it look like that. Therese, how long have you been on the island?
8 years.
8 years.
Mm-hmm. I just had to renew my license because they do 8 years. Well, in my age group, I think it's longer for seniors.
Mine is 2 years.
Oh, it really is?
Yeah, every 2 years.
Oh, wow.
But I was here in the service in the 50s, and I went in for my license, and they gave me one that was good for my lifetime.
Oh, cool.
But they've canceled all those now. But
Yeah, I
actually,
think-
it said this is good for your entire life.
But was there a photo of you in there?
No,
Or
it was just a piece of paper. There was no photo or anything.
Yeah, I was going to say, how can you get away with that if they put a photo of you when you're like 20-something?
Yeah, right. Well, when I was here then, the drinking age was 20, so I turned 20 here and went back to California and turned 21 back there, so I celebrated twice. Yeah.
Smart move. I had to renew my driver's license 2 weeks ago. And when I first moved here, my hair was really, really short.
Uh-huh.
I have very curly hair, so when it was short, it was like very tight curls and stuff, and didn't look like me anymore.
Oh,
Because
really?
my hair's grown just a little since moving here. But so my new driver's license has what I look like now, and I was comparing the two the other day, and it's like with the short hair I look so much older.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, how nice.
It's like it's good. Got rid of it, but I was teasing the people at the bank because every time you cash a check or something, they want to see your ID.
Mm-hmm.
And my driver's license did not look like me. But they've known me for so long.
How
so.
many times did it take you before you had all of the documentation ready to get your driver's license? It took me 3 times.
When we first got here,
Yeah.
I think it was 2.
You need a birth certificate.
Yeah.
You need your original Social Security card.
Mm-hmm.
You need, I don't know, 3 or 4 other things.
Yeah.
Proof of residency.
Yeah.
Tur-
And in my case, because I've been married and divorced a couple of times, I had to have my marriage certificates and my divorce papers.
Yeah.
And it's
yeah.
like, because of name changes.
Mm-hmm.
But now they have all that on record, so I didn't have to bring it in this time.
Well, the funny thing is, the other thing is if anyone that was in the service needed their DD-214 to prove that you were service connected, and if you'd seen live action, they give you a little bit of credit for
Wow.
get you out of, maybe it get you a free parking spot somewhere or something.
When I went in 2 weeks ago to get it, I was prepared. Well, last year we had to go in to do a change of address because we were on a P.O. box, and then we decided just to go ahead and use our home address, and so we had to do a change of address, and so we had to bring all that and update all that. And I asked the guy then, do I need to bring all this documentation back when I come to renew my license?
Mhm.
He goes, nope, it's all in the computer. We have it all. So when I went in 2 weeks ago, I asked the gal, I showed her my driver's license, my social security card, and she pulled me up and she goes, well, we need this and this and this. I said, are you sure? Because you should already have all that on file. And so she got quiet, she looked, and she didn't say anything, so I was just patiently sitting there waiting for her to say I have to bring it all back again, which I was totally prepared for. But
Well,
She
they
said-
made me go back and get everything again the second time.
she said after about maybe 5 minutes or so, she goes, nope, it's all here. You don't have to worry about it.
Good.
So,
That's the last bunch?
I think so.
boy, we're just, we're booking through these. Get that? Booking?
Booking?
So this book, my involvement in this book came soon after we were shut down on Maui for the pandemic. and I was like, had nothing to do, but I was playing at home, and Murray reached out to me and asked if I could do some coloring of the characters, and I said sure, and now here we are.
But we're old friends because we took 2 years of painting instructions.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yep.
when I gave up painting and took up writing.
That was fun.
By the way, I don't know how many paintings you can see from the camera, but Therese is a very talented artist on Maui, and we've admired her work, worked with her for at least the last 3 or 4 years, and enjoy it very much. She's very, not only a good artist, but a very good soul.
Oh,
A lot of fun to have, a lot of fun to, it was enjoyable for us coming every week and spending a couple of hours with you. Was always worth something to look forward to.
that was one of my favorite days of the week. Every Tuesday, it's like
Yeah.
get set up for Murray and Carol.
Jonathan, you've had an invitation from Therese to come down here and
Work with you on watercoloring.
on watercolors.
So you could bring your illustrations, and then I could help you work with you on colorizing them with watercolors.
Have you done any of that?
Oh, no, not yet. I've been...
College?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've been too much work.
Jonathan just got a job. He's a busy man.
Yes.
Got his first paycheck.
Yeah. Working with special needs kids.
Oh, that's perfect.
And they love me, of course.
Is that open for people to come through the school during normal times without
I
this
think
pandemic?
so,
thing?
yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It said somewhere that you can come visit, I guess.
We did a lot of that in Rotary in Sacramento, and every year we'd have a party for the kids. And
That would be a great opportunity for you to go in and tell
Read-
your story
and read to 'em.
and read to them.
Mhm.
And Jonathan, them knowing that you did the illustrations,
Mhm.
that would be such a big,
Yeah.
big boost for them.
Well, they're such wonderful kids. You know, they're always smiling, aren't they? Happy.
Yeah, I think this is how I got the job down there at the EL school. The principal was very amazed at my drawings that I showed him.
Was he? Oh,
Yeah,
good.
He
I
wants-
bet the kids liked them too, huh?
I don't think I showed them yet, though.
Oh, you gotta show them.
The school has a mascot that's a tiger. He wants me to draw a tiger for him.
Oh, good.
Great idea. Yeah.
Young buffed up tiger.
There you go.
Yeah,
A tiger.
yeah.
So what do you like drawing the most? I think I've asked you that. I think you like mice.
Oh yeah. But yeah, growing up, I love watching Tom and Jerry. So
Oh, really? Uh-huh.
and I always sympathize with the mouse more than the cat. I'm sorry, Mario.
Well, you do a very good job on the cat.
Yeah, I know. Well, my neighbors have a cat. That's why.
Oh,
He keeps coming over to our house though every
Uh-huh.
morning,
yeah.
waiting at the door. I think
You
he
feed
wants-
him, of course.
No, actually, we never fed him, but he just
No.
comes there waiting for food for us, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, we're down to the last
The
three.
last one, that went quick.
Yeah. It's a good thing too, because with the air conditioning off, I had to turn the air conditioning off. It was too noisy. Now it's getting warm in here.
Last one. Therese, can I keep this pen?
You sure can.
Thank you. I'll bring you one in exchange.
These are my book signing pens, by the way. I bought
Oh,
them
are they?
specially.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
My book signing pens and poster pens. So when I did all those posters I had to
Mhm.
sign for
Mhm.
winning the poster contest, this was my pens, and they didn't work on the posters either. They smeared.
It's indelible ink.
Yeah.
Yeah, permanent.
Mm-hmm. All done.
Okay, there they are.
Okay, so this is the first 50 signed books by all three of us, and they'll probably be the only 50 signed by all three of us. Because the books, when Murray goes out to do his book signing, will probably be just Murray. So these are available for purchase, and if you would like one, just let me know, and we'll get one to you. How much are they?
$24.95.
$24.95. There you go. And remember, he's doing a special because his second book is coming out really soon, and that one's really super fun. And
they're also available at Barnes and Noble and Amazon. And any bookstore, any wholesaler will publish it.
I bought the very first copy I bought was I'll show it to you.
Paperback, and it's a lot less expensive.
Yep, the paperback. This was the very first copy sold off of Amazon, and Murray dedicated it to me. It says, to Doris, first book in print, Murray Smith. So,
and that's for sale too.
Not this
No.
one. Yeah, $100.
Yeah.
But so on Amazon they have them in paperback and in the hardbound. And tell you the truth, the hardbound is the way to go. These are so nice.
I think it's also on ebook.
On ebook.
Yes, I don't know how to get that, but I think it's available. Which
Okay, Barnes and Noble ebook, and directly. You can get them directly from Murray, or you can contact me, and I'll have them. And or if I run out, I'll just hit him up for some more. And what else? Oh, and before we kind of sign off and finish, I have kind of some exciting news about Lahaina. You know, Lahaina's been closed for 5 months, almost 6 months now. And a lot of businesses have been boarded up and shut up and all that stuff, and it's pretty depressing. But I'm working with an advisory group in Lahaina. There's a small group of us of business owners who have decided to put Friday night is art night back into play. So Friday night, starting September 4th, from 5 to 8 p.m., the galleries in Lahaina are going to be doing Friday night is art night. And of course we have to have social distancing, so you got to wear your masks, and only so many people can be in the galleries at one time. But it's pretty exciting. I'm going to bring this up so you can see. There we go. And I'm going to be one of the demonstrating artists at Village Gallery, along with Michael Clements and Macario. And we are really looking forward to getting back out there and getting some good energy going back into Lahaina, and encouraging people to come out, have dinner, come to the galleries, go have ice cream, watch the sunset, and have a great Friday night. And so I think
3 good artists.
yeah, I'm really excited to be working with those two gentlemen.
Yeah, they're very, very well known.
Yeah. So anyway, I think we can say this is the end of our live book signing. Don't forget, order a book.
Bye.
Aloha.
Aloha.